Have you ever heard someone say, "It's never too late to start"? Well, now it's too late. Let me explain better. If you wait until 50 to let interest do the heavy lifting that someone else began at 25, the math does not just change, it turns into a mountain climb. I want you to picture yourself standing there, right now, looking up at that slope. Every minute you stare instead of stepping, the ground gets steeper. By the end of this video, you will know a way forward with a step-by-step plan, but it only works if you first know the most common compounding traps that we will see later in this video. This video is for educational content only, it's not financial advice. First, let's crush a comforting myth. Compounding is not powered by faith or willpower, it is powered by time. Interest needs years to loop over itself, again and again, like snow rolling down a hill until it becomes an avalanche. When you shorten that hill, you shrink the snowball. Banks, books, and glossy online ads love to show smooth curves that arc upward forever. What they rarely highlight is the hidden axis, years. Remove half those years, and the curve is no longer smooth. It is almost flat. That is why starting late feels like running on ice, while others glide on wheels. To make this real, meet Mark. Mark is 57. For decades he raised kids, paid off a leaking roof, and kept the lights on. Investing felt like a luxury for people wearing tailored suits. 2 years ago his mother passed away and left him $30,000. For the first time he had real capital. He opened his laptop and typed, "Best way to invest late in life." Almost every article scolded him in a friendly voice. Start early, stay calm, wait it out. But Mark can't wait 30 years. He might not have 30 healthy years. He needs a plan that respects his clock and bends it forward. And he found it by clicking on the link in the description by entering our free Telegram community. There we will explain step by step all the investment strategies we use. It's super simple and only takes 10 seconds to sign up. Back to the previous discussion. When you come in late, the rules must flip. Slow and steady is fine for someone with 40 years ahead. If you have 15, slow and steady is simply slow. You need what I call rapid stacking. Bigger contributions, faster turnarounds, and strategic reinvestment. Think of planting a tree. Plant a seed in your 20s, and by retirement, the branches are heavy with apples. Plant that same seed in your 50s, and you will not live to taste much fruit. Plant a sapling instead, feed it fertilizer, use a greenhouse if you can, and you still get harvests. Translated to money, that means more dollars, shorter cycles, smarter risks. Most people respond to lateness by turning into super savers. They skip every pleasure, funnel extra dollars into a sleepy index fund, and hope math saves them. That is noble, but it is not enough. Compounding is not only about how much you shovel into the pile, it is about how fast the pile melts into a bigger pile. If your dollars sit in low yield, highly diversified positions that cannot spin off reinvestable cash, you are parking, not compounding. Parking feels safe, but safety without growth is just waiting in traffic while everyone else moves forward. So what should a late starter do? You need a living portfolio, not a frozen one. Picture 3 pillars holding up the structure, and the third is the main pillar. Pillar 1. Accelerated cash flow. Increase the money you can reinvest every single month. That might mean a side hustle, renting out a spare room, or turning a hobby into a service. An extra $100 recycled each month beats a one-time lump sum that sits untouched. Pillar 2. Liquidity with yield. Traditional retirement accounts lock funds for decades. You still max what your employer matches, but you also use dividend ETFs, covered call funds, or short-term rental ventures that pay you now. Those payments then buy more shares or units, creating a feedback loop. Pillar 3. Controlled leverage. I am not telling you to gamble. I am telling you that a small mortgage on a cash-flowing duplex or a low-interest business loan used productively can compress time. The key is knowing your exit before you enter, so one hiccup does not crush you. Stack these pillars and you create velocity. Velocity is the weapon that fights the enemy called lack of time. Wealthy people who hit reset at 40 or 50 do not chase moonshots. They build systems that move money through steps quickly and predictably. Now let's talk about traps. The first trap is reckless risk. Someone wakes up at 55, panics, and throws everything at a hot stock tip or a meme coin. One swing, they think, will make up for decades. Maybe it triples, maybe it evaporates. If it evaporates, recovery becomes nearly impossible. That is not a plan. It is roulette. The second trap is paralyzing shame. Many people decide it is too late, so they do nothing. Cash sits, inflation nibbles, hope withers. Shame is a heavy backpack that slows every step. Take it off. You cannot march forward while staring backward. Discipline and positioning, not perfection, are the hallmarks of late-stage success. You need consistency you can stick with through ups and downs. You need access to profits so they can be reused. And you need safeguards so a single bad month does not erase years of sweat. Let me outline a simple, repeatable system. Step 1. Automate contributions the moment income arrives. Autopilot removes willpower from the equation, and when you start late, you cannot afford skipped months. Step 2. Divide funds into 3 buckets: safety, growth, acceleration. Safety is your emergency cover, 3 to 6 months of living costs. Growth goes into broad, low-cost funds that track the market. Acceleration targets higher yield assets that spin off cash or appreciate faster, like niche REITs or a small online store. And these 3 buckets are explained much better in our Telegram community by clicking on the link in the description. Step 3. Reinvest every distribution. Whether it is a dividend, rental check, or side business profit, send it back into the plan within 48 hours. Idle money is enemy money. Step 4. Review quarterly. Late starters cannot set and forget. Markets change, personal situations shift. A short check-in each season keeps the ship on course. This system is not glamorous, but it bends the curve in your favour. Let's glance at the emotional side once more. Regret whispers that you missed the boat? Here is a secret. Boats leave all the time. Wealth is not a single cruise ship. It is a fleet. Miss one, board the next. Your odds improve the moment you decide to act. Some viewers tell me, I feel like time's almost up. Let's do a quick reality check. If you are 55, average life expectancy suggests you have roughly 3 decades ahead. That is 30 tax seasons, 30 rounds of contributions and reinvestments, 120 quarterly reviews. That is not zero runway. It is a small airstrip, and you can still take off if you accelerate fast enough. Do not confuse urgency with panic. Urgency is a clear voice saying, start now. Panic is static that blocks all sound. We want urgency. So breathe, then decide. Before we wrap, let me address debt. If you carry high-interest consumer debt, treat it like a house fire. Put it out first. The interest you pay there is negative, compounding working against you. Once flames are out, you can redirect those payments into your acceleration bucket. Taxes matter too. Late starters often overlook tax drag. Use every legal shelter. Employer matches, health savings accounts, backdoor Roth conversions where applicable, even strategic tax loss harvesting in your brokerage. Each dollar saved in tax is a dollar you can redeploy. Insurance matters as well. A single medical emergency can vaporize progress. Keep adequate coverage so your plan survives real-world shocks. Now let's revisit Mark. He followed this framework. He boosted his monthly investable cash by tutoring nights online. He split funds between a dividend ETF, a small vending machine route that nets steady cash, and a conservative rental partnership. 3 years in, his progress is not a miracle headline, but his balances grow each month, and his sense of control is priceless. Mark's real win is momentum, and momentum is what compounding needs most when time is limited. You might ask, what return should I aim for? Aim for a blended 12% before tax and fees across your acceleration and growth slices. Some years you beat it, some you miss. The precise number matters less than the habit of measuring and adjusting. Before you jump off the cliff of action, let me clear up 2 common illusions that trap late starters, especially the second one. If you're not careful, can eat up a lifetime of savings. The first one is the high return shortcut. You will hear online gurus promise 30, 50, even 100% per year through exotic options, private coins, or secret syndicates. They dangle charts that shoot straight up, claiming those lines can replace decades you missed. Here is the reality they do not post. Volatility cuts both ways. A rocket that can jump tenfold can also crater 90%, and when you are arriving late, one crater can be fatal. Chase speed, yes, but marry it to safety rails that keep the fall survivable. The second illusion is the lottery lump. Many people hope for one big event, a house sale, an inheritance, or winning a lawsuit, to solve everything. Waiting for a windfall is not a plan. It is a pause button on life. If a lump sum comes, fantastic, but build a system that works without it. Systems outlast luck. Finally, let's talk about mindset cycles. At first, excitement pushes you. Then the grind arrives. Statements grow slower than you wish. Side hustles feel heavy after work. And friends tempt you with quick pleasures. In that valley, remember your why. Write it down tonight. Maybe it is freedom to travel, dignity in retirement, or leaving something for children. Place that sentence where you see it daily. A written why is a compass when enthusiasm fades. Here's a practical exercise to keep momentum. Every Sunday night, open a blank note and answer 3 tiny questions. What did I add to my investment engine this week? What barrier slowed me down? What single action will I take next week to move faster? Keep the log simple, 1 line per answer. Over a year, you will have 52 snapshots that show how small moves compound into big shifts. Reflection fuels adjustment. Adjustment fuels acceleration. Remember, compounding punishes delay but rewards diligence. You cannot stretch the clock, but you can stuff more cycles into the clock you have. The clock is ticking either way. Make each tick earn its keep. One final promise. If you commit to 90 days of consistent deposits and reviews, the process will feel normal, not new. Reach that mark and discipline becomes automatic for your future. Maybe this discipline will also make it automatic to click on the link in the description and join our free Telegram community. Think about it. We will simply show you our investment strategies, and there will be no hidden costs or paid courses. We will simply help you with your investments. Subscribe to this channel and you will discover hundreds of ways on how to increase your finances and how to invest your money. So why not do it? Also, like the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know your idea in the comments, and I'll see you soon in the Telegram community. I'll wait for you.